So, you want to know why the socialists are ultimately going to win? Let's look at this headline today from Revolver. It says, Why Boomers Are About to Save the United States. And then they put in parentheses, again. Well, you know, uh, I disagree. And I'll get into that in a minute. But let me first read a little bit of this. Nobody gets dragged harder than the boomers. Millennials blame boomers for the housing market. Gen Z blames them for the job market. And as usual, nobody bothers asking what Gen X thinks. Everyone cringes when boomers launch into a Facebook rant, answer every text with okay, call instead of texting, leave voicemails that simply say call me, print out directions from Google Maps, and insist that every modern problem could be solved by walking into an office, asking for the manager, and refusing to take no for an answer. And to be fair, some of that annoying criticism holds water. Yes, absolutely. But, and let me just add one more line. But keep in mind, boomers grew up during an extraordinary prosperous time in American history. Exactly. Boomers started right in the aftermath of World War II. And they did prosper. But unfortunately, here's the problem with boomers. No other generation has accumulated as much debt as, and I'm a baby boomer, okay? But my generation has racked up more debt of that $40 trillion than any other generation. And we put it on the back of the younger generations. And we have to understand that. And we have to understand that they resent that. And it's a very fair resentment. I don't know how this country will ever, in fact, I don't think it can ever pull out from such an enormous debt. Because then we have unfunded liabilities, and we're not going to go into all of that. But the mindset has to change. People have to understand that the younger generation is upset with what we left them. And they have every right to be upset, and we have to recognize it, or we're going to lose. Have a good day.